All right, it's a place to get a historic look at trains in Nevada.
The Virginia and Truckee Railroad is right in our backyard.
KOLO 8 News Now's Ben Deach takes us there in the latest edition of Silver State Sights.
Well, Denise and Noah, this is a series that I started last year on Good Morning Reno. It's where I show people places all across Nevada that may be fun to visit. This time I had the chance to head up to Virginia City to find out more about one of the town's signature attractions. It was created as a tribute to the way things used to be.
It's fun. You see the wild horses. We go through the tunnel. We have the open air cars, and you experience the Nevada wide open spaces.
VP Tom Gray says it was his father that started the Virginia and Truckee Railroad 38 years after trains no longer went up to Virginia City.
My dad rode it in 1938 when he was 17 years old. He rode the last train up to Virginia City, and then he recreated the railroad back in the 70s.
Since then, Gray says over 2 million people have taken a ride.
We've had 3 or 4 generations of Nevadans ride the train, and early on, most families had a family member that actually worked for the railroad or just retired, and nowadays not so much anymore. So a lot of people, this is their first train ride.
The railroad features true steam engines, which require an engineer and a fireman to operate.
I've got 40 years total off and on steam. Up here, 11 years this go around.
Fireman Ed Gallagher showed us how you literally need to light a match to get the train running, and says it's his love of the job that has kept him doing it for so long. How do you like doing it on these old school trains that they don't really have anymore?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's almost like a hobby, not a job.
Well, there's no shortage of history with the Virginia and Truckee Railroad, including this car that you see behind me right here. It was featured in the classic movie Gone with the Wind.
Hollywood made a lot of movies with trains in them. Clint Eastwood's a big railroad fan, and we have some cars that were from Paramount Studios from the 30s and 40s. And a little over a decade ago, Johnny Depp came up before he became super famous and did a movie in one of the coaches called Dead Man.
I have a job out in the town of Machine.
If you want to take a ride, you can visit the Comstock train, which boards at this location in Virginia City. It passes by 17 Bonanza mines on the scenic route to Gold Hill. There's also the Carson train, where you can enjoy a fully narrated excursion with a stopover in Virginia City. And it's at that location where the Polar Express runs each December. Now, for information on the schedule of rides, we have a link set up on our website, kolotv.com. Just click on this story.